Hi everybody, I'm Laura Murphy. I'm the Cultural Arts Director for the state of Illinois, and I help run the Reflections program for our state. And this is my son Thomas, and we are very much an artsy crafty kind of family. So we do a lot of painting. I don't know if you guys have lots of paint laying around your house, but this is only one of the many containers of paint that are laying around my house at any given moment. So we are going to teach you how to paint with marbles.
Yes.
It's something that Thomas likes to do a lot. Okay, so Thomas, what do you need to do a marble painting?
You will need a box lid and some paper.
All right, box lid, and we put a piece of paper in there.
You will need marbles.
And we have marbles. Now, what can we use if they don't have any marbles at home and they can't go to the store and buy any? What's something that they could use instead that might be in their kitchen? Can you think of anything?
No.
You can't think of anything?
No.
What's Mom's favorite cereal?
You can use some Cocoa Puffs.
You could use Cocoa Puffs. If you don't have marbles, you can totally paint with Cocoa Puffs. They roll just like a marble does. Okay, what else would you need?
I'm gonna tell you if you wanted. If you wanted to, you could paint the background.
Well, what would you use?
You could use a sponge.
So if you want like a base color on your paper before you do your marble print, just to make it a little bit more interesting, you could put paint on your sponge and you could sponge paint your paper and let it dry. Some people are impatient and don't like to wait for things to dry. So what do we do when we're impatient and we don't want to wait for something to dry?
You can use a hairdryer.
You can use your mom's hair dryer.
Or
It's great for painting. Mom's hair dryer is covered in what?
paint.
Paint. It's covered in paint because we use our hair dryer to dry paint more than we do to dry hair.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So if you want to make it fancy and do a sponge painting first and then hair dry it and make it all dry, then you can start your marble painting. So
You will also kind of need some
what is that?
tweezers.
You can use your mom's tweezers if it's okay with her and she doesn't mind you getting paint
And you also need
on
a
her
carton.
tweezers.
An
Yes.
egg carton.
An egg carton. Now what do we do with the egg carton, Tom?
You put the marbles in there.
But what do you got to put in there first?
Paint. So you put the paint in there?
Okay, so we got to choose some colors, don't we?
Yeah.
Now, what did we put down on the floor to protect the floor?
You might also need, if you're using carpet
Or even the kitchen table, if you want to protect the kitchen table.
you need a cloth.
A tablecloth.
Cloth.
We have a giant tablecloth. It's got yellow paint on it right now because we do a lot of painting. So the table would be covered with the tablecloth. But since we're on the floor, we've covered the carpet to protect the carpet
So
with the tablecloth.
yes.
And it's just a cheapy dollar store, vinyl tablecloth. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. Okay, so what colors are we going to use here, Thomas?
Let's
What do you wanna do?
say blue.
Okay, you want a blue?
Let's do red
Okay.
and a purple.
Let's do purple. All right. So, we're going to shake up our paint.
Oh, this one's not open.
That's okay. And I'm going to put some...
Oh, that's
This is older paint. You can tell it's been used a lot. It's stringy. All right, so we've got our purple.
and this one's a little bit newer.
Okay.
Plus this one.
And let's see, we're going to put the blue over there. Okay.
trying to get the plastic.
You don't have to. With this, you just got to twist the lid. Doop.
Oh.
Okay, and then we're going to do red. Whoop. And you don't have to use this much paint. We really like paint. All right,
Yes.
so we're going to take a marble and we're going to stick one marble in each color.
I have one.
You want to use the big one?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
So we
What color are you going to put it in?
actually, let's use the small one to get it into the tweezers.
Okay.
So we are gonna
Yep, we're going to drop it in. You're going to drop it in.
So you put your marbles into the paint.
And
But
you let them get gooey.
Yeah, but after your painting is done, they can be washed off.
Right. Okay. So you're going to pick the color that you want to use.
So you use the tweezers and you try to get it out of the paint.
Yep. And then what do you do next?
Then you drop it on the paper.
And then you can take a tissue, or if you have a baby wipe or a wet wipe, just, wipe off your tweezers so they don't stay that color, and set it to the side. Okay. Now, do you want to do one marble or do you want to do all three at the same time?
Let's do one marble.
Okay, so how do you do this, Tom?
So you take your box and then you just roll it around on the paper. And you try
To make fun patterns.
It lost all its paint.
All right, so do we need to dip it a little bit more, or do you want to put a second color on top of that?
Now we are going to put a new color.
Okay. So we're going to take our marble. Do you want it back in the purple paint?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to drop that back in there. Okay.
So then you will take your tweezers again and grab another color. For us, we're going to take the red and put it on your paper.
Okay. And then I'm going to clean your tweezers for you.
And then start rolling it around.
Very good. All right.
So then we're going to take it out again.
Okay.
And now
You're going to what? You're going to do another color?
we're going to use your last color, or you could just use one or two.
Do you want to
colors.
add another color to your color palette?
So,
You want to do maybe green?
yeah. I'm trying to dip the whole thing in.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to put some green up here.
Okay.
There we go. But if you decide you want to do a sponge background, make sure that the colors you choose are not the same color as your background, your sponge painting.
Yeah. Because then it will just look
It'll
the
look the
same.
same.
Yeah.
There you go. Good job.
And then start rolling your next color around in your paint.
Looks good. Alright, so
So now,
drop one in there.
if you wanted to,
You could do as many colors as you wanted.
Yeah.
Just depends your imagination and what color palette you want to use.
I'm trying to cover the whole thing again.
Oh, I think you got it.
No, not yet. Okay. If you wanted to, you can cover the whole marble, or you could leave a little spot where you can see it. But if you cover the whole thing, it'll kind of blend into the paint. So you just do a little go arounds so you don't pretty much, yeah.
Yep.
And then once you're done, if you wanted to, you could drop it back into the paint.
Right? And then when you think you've got a good picture, you want to let it dry, or
I'll go get
take a hair dryer. No, we're not going to get the hair dryer.
Yeah.
Because we're just doing an example. So this is how you marble paint.
Yep.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, bye.